Good morning. Welcome to Energy Works. Today we're talking about when our hearts get broken. And so we wanted to talk about healing broken hearts and the path to recovery, and often what we learn from this whole process. And I guess learning to love and accept ourselves despite all this heartbreak. And I think maybe one of the most important things is to not feel attachment to what happens or feel that it's a measurement of who we are. Because often when things happen that aren't great, we feel that it's a judgment of us. And as mothers, we can feel that with our children, or as business owners, we can feel that with our business, or as friends, if our friends are a bit flaky, we might feel that we're not worthwhile if people are flaky with us. So I guess separating our worth from the situations that happen. And let's say, why do I so easily love myself? All right, age 16 comes up. Some stuck emotions from then. Feeling vulnerable. Age 16, you feel very vulnerable because you want to be accepted by your peers, and often what's acceptable to them may not be acceptable to you, and that's like that conflict. And something stuck in our back from this experience. Using a Seagull's book, so in T8, so that's at the base of your shoulder blades, at the bottom of your shoulder blades, you can feel that. Too easily influenced by other people, although you may be extremely stubborn and unyielding once your mind is made up. Very sensitive and easily hurt, often misinterpreting what others say. Afraid of failure and looking stupid in front of people. So that kind of sounds like how we feel when we're 16, isn't it? Life can be a little hard. All right, something in our aura. Fourth layer of the aura. Just to do with our interactions, our relationships, and our bonds. So tears in the aura. Females currently. So feeling sadness. I guess when our hearts are broken, that kind of can damage our energy field. Age 18. All right, so something in our crown chakra now. All right, So helichrysum oil, which is the oil for pain. And whether we have physical pain or whether we have emotional pain. Good morning, Elizabeth. All right, helichrysum is an amazing healer of emotional pain. It aids the walking wounded, those with a history of difficult life circumstances, trauma, self-destruction, loss, or abuse. So these individuals need the powerful spiritual support that helichrysum offers. It gives strength and endurance to the wounded soul who must keep on living despite past difficulties. This oil restores confidence in life and in the self, giving individuals strength to carry on. Helichrysum has a powerful relationship with the light of the sun. It imbues joy, fervour, and hope for living. Helichrysum takes hurt souls by the hand, guiding them through life's difficulties. If individuals can persevere, this oil can take them into new heights of spiritual consciousness. Helichrysum offers hope that their emotional wounds can be healed. And another oil we'll go that was bergamot mint, which is a heart revitalizing oil. Bergamot mint opens up the soul to gentle inspiration followed by calm. It is a lovely oil for peaceful meditation or tranquil contemplation. This oil aids in simplifying problems that have grown out of proportion and are consuming too much emotional energy. It is also helpful when an individual's mind and heart are in need of deep restorative rest. Bergamot mint encourages individuals to consciously consider if they are welcome in their own heart. It invites them to come home to themselves and be inspired from within. Its aroma reopens obscured and forgotten passageways, creating a welcoming refuge deep within their being. This oil facilitates complete self-acceptance so that the heart may unfold radiant, open, and alive. So when you feel weighed down by your heartbreak and exhausted by dealing with the pain, you can use this bergamot mint and helichrysum. All right, let's go into the throat chakra now. All right, I'm comfortable expressing my authentic self. So often we're scared to say things and we don't know. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning, Margaret, and good morning, Tab. All right. Anyone we need to dedicate to, or anyone anywhere in your body that's complaining? Any clues where the energy's stuck? Others are comfortable with what comes out of my mouth. And of course, if we've had a heartbreak or rejection, we always go over, and did I say the wrong thing? Could I have said something different? All of those things, pass through our head. I feel comfortable to speak freely. I allow myself to receive a plentiful life. I share my prosperity, knowing that there is enough for all. Others value what I do and reward me. I earn money easily and I spend enough and save enough. All right, now we're going to talk about the value of trust. Sometimes we don't trust ourselves, do we? Or we don't trust that the experiences we have were the right experiences for us. Basic mistrust can sometimes be a reflection of our belief that you have to do life all by yourself, that you are on your own. Trust, in a nutshell, is the knowledge that you do not have to do life all by yourselves. All right, I trust my intuition with unwavering security. As I choose to put my trust in others, I trust my feelings, follow promptings, and act accordingly. So I guess our life is a bit like a train. If we're on a train or when we get on the train, our parents are already on the train and other people, and some people get off the train and some people get on the train. And some people stay on the train for a long time with us. Some people only stay for a short time. And it's like we have these interactions with people that come into our lives. And sometimes they only come into our lives for a short season. And we may be sad that they're getting off the train. And it might just be that they don't interact with us anymore. Or sometimes they leave this earth. And I guess those that we're grateful for the influence that they've had and the learning that we got through these people. So it's the same with relationships that we have. Sometimes people come into our life for a reason. It may be joyful for a season and may be lost when the relationship ends or they die or the circumstances change. And so then we don't trust that the experience was the right experience. All right, as I choose to put my trust in others, I trust my feelings, follow promptings, and act accordingly. I am worthy and deserving of other people's trust. I trust my muscle testing. So sometimes when we are doing an energy works course, not everyone trusts their muscle testing. It takes a little bit of time to trust that. Right, so now we're going to go into the crown chakra. I choose to break out into laughter more often. I like that. God loves and supports me on my journey, and that I agree with. Doesn't always feel like it. Sometimes we can feel very alone or hurt or that nobody understands. But I think when it comes down to it, we know the Saviour suffered for everyone's pains and mistakes, so he felt our feelings and is the only one that really knows how we feel. So we need that divine connection when we're in times of hurt and pain. My heart is open and flowing. All right, and the next virtue or value is joy. So allowing ourselves to have joy. As we allow ourselves to be joyful, regardless of our achievements, imperfections, and failings, life truly brings the greatest happiness. Having joy along the journey is an amazing skill to master. And, some days we can do it and some days we can't. It teaches us to look for the good in every situation. The more we can find the joy in each situation, the more skilled we become in noticing the beauty and exquisiteness of nature and people. It's like a muscle that we need to use to strengthen it. It is using more of our unconscious mind to open the conscious mind to all the opportunities to experience joy. After all, it is up to us to choose how we would feel. The continual practice of feeling joy inspires us to seek for the good things in life. It's safe for me to be happy. All right, age 12, age 15, 16, 17, 18, 23, 29. All right, I get all the love and attention I need without my problems. This is the one about vision boards, so I've yet to finish mine. My vision board and wish lists create a concrete evidence of my body and spirit working towards that goal. So I replace all negativity surrounding others and myself with positive energy. I practice this daily to strengthen my ability to remain positive regardless of what is going on around me. My aura radiates at full energy. It is bright and energetic. It is intact, robust, and resilient. I love that. So, what brings you joy? What are the small, simple things that you just absolutely love that bring you joy? All right, part of our energy field, the Celtic weave, has some damage. The lower back. So sometimes we're not good at having boundaries, but if we have such great boundaries and we never let anyone in, we'll be very lonely. When we talk about boundaries and its protection is involved, but when we want to experience relationships and love, we have to be open to new experiences and feelings. To love can be risky and breathtakingly. Yeah, someone's sending me a message. No, I can't see your comments. It's not updating. Yeah, send it to me on a private message. That would be great. Thank you, because it is not updating. Thank you, Facebook. Yes, if anyone wants to message me on Messenger with your comment, because it is not showing up on Facebook today. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not seeing them. Okay. To love can be risky and breathtakingly daring, but if we are hurt by rejection, we can withdraw from having openness. I have the right amount of discernment in my relationships. I attract the ideal partner and easily communicate my feelings within my healthy relationship. Oh, right. So Zana's asking if there's any negative energy. Yep. 4. Yeah, anyone else that's got a comment, please send me a message, because I don't know what Facebook's doing today, but not good. All right, so Kelly's got 1, 2. Thank you. She had. Are you okay with me saying that for you, Kelly? All right. All right. Okay, so Kelly, she had leaky breast implants removed 5 weeks ago. Need help with healing and energy release. Yeah, fair call. And we've also had a comment from Roz. She said, could you please clear some stuff from Mark, because he's going through a lot of negative stuff at the moment. Happy to help. Okay. All right, so some stuff in the throat chakra. Feeling out of control with money. I don't want to hear all the conflict and arguing. And now something in the heart chakra. Wearing a mask to impress others and receive external validation. I think we can all be guilty of that. Now they're showing up, right. And Margaret said I have headaches as well, I think stress related. Okay. All right. All right, now we're going to go into the brow chakra. I'm safe to be happy and circulate love and joy in every area of my life. I'm safe to be myself in relationships. Okay, crown chakra. I'm supported and loved. I'm part of the family of eternal love. I appreciate, accept, and love my body. I don't need all the answers right now. Often we'd like to know the solutions to the problems that we're currently facing and to know that it will be all right. We don't always have a guarantee that it will be all right, but know that whatever experiences we have will always be used for our greatest good. I'm a spiritual being having an earthly experience. And I think that's really important to remember, that all these physical problems that we have and the difficulties are to grow our spirit and to give us opportunity to be better. All right, I am spiritually and emotionally supported. I'm processing my thoughts and feelings appropriately. I feel alive and excited about my life. I honor and deeply love myself. I'm remembering the higher purpose behind each event. And I think that's really important, right? As we tend to want to measure ourselves when, you know, things go wrong, is this a measurement of me? And that's not necessarily true. So definitely isn't true. All right, I know when to surrender and let go. I'm easily assimilating all my life experiences. I'm processing my thoughts and feelings appropriately. I love to take care of myself. All right, so now we're going to the value of generosity. Sometimes we are generous with our time, but not our money. At times we are generous with our energy, but withhold our talents. Generosity equals abundance. Give what's yours to be generous with, willingly and freely, and it will increase your vibrational frequency. There is a Buddhist saying, your happiness is my happiness. There is no greater happiness in the world. And I think that's, uh, you know, we're told in scripture too that men are that they might have joy. So it's like, are we blocking joy? Are we not acknowledging joy? Are we, very limited in how we see the ability to have joy, or the things that might bring us joy? Abundance gives birth to abundance, an energetic prescription that will attract prosperity serendipitously to you. So be generous with your love, be generous without an agenda. When we are generous, the veil between them and us is lifted and we become one in humanity. When we are gentle and generous with ourselves, we are then generous with others, and in doing so, open the windows of heaven to pour down blessings upon us. In other words, the universe responds because we are demonstrating that there is always enough. I trust my intuition to know when and where to give. I give and receive spontaneously. It is easy to be generous. All right, so now we're going to look up breasts. This is an Ina Siegel's book again. Feeling a lack of nurturing gentleness and love for yourself while showering it onto others, believing that you don't deserve to receive from others or be supported. Left breast is difficulty connecting to your own femininity and receiving love, affection, and kindness. Feeling like you don't need help from others because you can take care of everything yourself, which is true, but it's nicer if we do it as a shared experience. Overburdening yourself with responsibilities and then pushing yourself beyond your limits and feeling anxious and exhausted. Not having any clear boundaries. Holding on to rejection. All right, so Ina Siegel always talks about divine healing intelligence. And she says, I ask you to assist me to release hardness, disappointment, disconnection from my own needs, feelings of rejection, tiredness, loss, and victimhood from my breast, as well as all points of view, positive and negative charge, and all patterns that contribute to this condition. And repeat the word clear until you feel a shift occur. All right, so cup your breast in the palm of your hands and focus on sending green, healing, rejuvenating light into your breasts. Then hug yourself, focusing on loving and nurturing your breasts. So a feeling to work with here is rejection. And often we can feel rejected by our different experiences in life. So I'm just using feelings buried alive for the opposite of rejection. I'm accepted, loved, cherished, and favored. So cherished and favored aren't holding. Some generational baggage preventing us from feeling cherished. Dad's side, dad's mum. Right. So she said, this is from Kelly, I've had 3 very traumatic rejecting experiences in the last 2 years. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? All right, anything else preventing us from feeling favoured? In our genes again. Dad's side and dad's dad. And the women. "72 generations of rejected women." All right, so I feel accepted, loved, cherished, and favoured. Good. So I no longer feel rejected. Hi, Nikki. All right, so now we're going to go into the 10th chakra, which is about accepting all the good and the bad in this life, the solar star one. So the emotions connected with this chakra contentment, satisfaction, feeling balanced and whole. Now, whole doesn't hold. So generational lack of wholeness. Dad again, dad's mum, and the group of women, 7 generations. All right, and also what's coming up here is box ticking and to-do lists. So always keeping yourself too busy. I let go of the feeling that I will miss out on experiencing something. FOMO, isn't it? I have FOMO. All right, experiencing everything gives, this is like 10 chakra people, gives them great insight and understanding. They like to travel, but will also want to stay home, enjoying solitude 1 minute and craving social interaction the next. As they love and bring in or gather the fragmented parts of themselves, they not only know their purpose, but they can love and accept all parts of that journey. They can not only see the value of fulfilling their purpose, but rejoice in the reverence of every experience. The opening of the 10th chakra gives way to the giving up of judgment of oneself and others. There is an understanding of the lessons in their own journey, and they begin to see the divine in others. Sometimes that feel hurt or tortured. All right, we're going to the galactic chakra now. And this phase is about overcoming our ego and letting go of our earthly attachments. All right, so it can be weakened by our ego's need to rise above others and separate ourselves. And I know I can fall into that sometimes, feeling separated, alone, no one understands, which is not true. I think when you do energy clearing on people, most of us have similar problems and similar feelings. So it's like we are all collectively going through these experiences. All right, so it's strengthened by investigation and practice of all things spiritual. So, what can you do to help your spirituality? Like prayer, fasting, service. Some people use the yoga as a time of meditation and spiritual practice. Some people use Tai Chi. Some people forest bathe, or just in Australia, that'd be more like a bushwalk. All right. And also cardamom oil here. So it's the oil of objectivity. So sometimes we get out of focus. We can't see things objectively. All right. Cardamom is especially beneficial for individuals with a long history of anger or aggression, which often becomes directed outward. It is helpful for those who hyper-focus on their problems, especially their frustrations. Cardamom assists individuals in breaking down or digesting these intense emotions of frustration and anger by redirecting energy to the solar plexus, the center of responsibility. In this way, cardamom helps individuals let go of emotional distortions which cause them to objectify other people and see them as inconveniences. All right, so sometimes we get inebriated by anger. I know had a day like that the other day. And then we're unable to think clearly. We get so hyper-focused on the problem, we can't see past it. So we would use the cardamom to help ourselves be respectful, more tolerant, more patient, and keeping, like, not being drunk on anger, mental sobriety. Ross says how to use the cardamom. So bottom of your feet, twice a day. And you might use chia oil as well. I'm pretty sure that's got cardamom in it, but because we want to be happy in the process, isn't it? Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, well, you could use it alongside. Oh, right. Cheer encourages individuals who are overcome by feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. It restores hope when one has been stretched beyond the limits of endurance. And I think we all do go through experiences where we just feel like it's enough, I can't do it anymore. This blend inspires faith that life will work out for the best, despite difficulties and setbacks. Cheer reminds individuals there is so much more to life than the hardship they are experiencing, and to determinedly hold on until they regain the hope and joy they feel they've lost. And sometimes you just need a reset, go away for the weekend, or even go for a bushwalk for a few hours, or even go lie on the grass, journal a little bit. All right, now we're going to go into the universal chakra. So solitude is strengthening to the universal chakra. So sometimes we need alone time. And another oil to forgive. Oh, forgiving is hard sometimes, isn't it? This blend was formulated to assist individuals who desire to forgive. And really feel that forgiveness of self is very important here, because we often blame ourselves that things didn't go a certain way, or that we didn't learn the lesson faster, or, that things could have been better. It is well understood that forgiving others actually sets one free, and we know that. This blend was especially helpful when individuals feel cynical or begin to expect the worst from other people. Instead of looking for the good in others, they may view them in a negative light. And I think we can be guilty of that, isn't it? But we hate other people to only see the bad of us. We want people to see our good. So it's like learning to respectfully see the good in others. They also have a tendency to feel justified in blaming others for their own personal situations or misfortunes. Forgive teaches that everyone is learning and growing together. Mistakes and offences will happen, but they should be met with forgiveness and kindness, because that's how we'd like to be treated, isn't it? Forgive challenges individuals to let go of bitterness and hostilities, and to embrace other people as an extension of themselves, as part of the human family. It reminds individuals to live by the golden rule, to treat others the way that they would like to be treated. It invites individuals to free themselves by realizing that others are usually doing the best they can and deserve compassion and forgiveness. And I guess, until we know better, we can't do better. And, I guess education and, allowing the Saviour in to help change who we are in a good way, in a healthy way. All right, so you might use this oil when you're feeling resentful and angry. So it would help you to feel more loving and more empathetic. Because I think when we see faults in other people, we often have similar faults. When we see them, we we see those faults that we have. We hate those faults, and we really want to, kill it. So it's not great for us to, to hang on to these negativity that we see in others. We have to understand that we're seeing part of ourselves that we don't like. I'm open to receiving light and knowledge. I'm worthy and deserving of reaching my greatest potential. I am one with all that is. So this 12th chakra archetype would be like Mother Teresa. So letting go of all earthly attachments, transcending the egoic mind and the passions and desires of the natural man. Their life is a testament to their divinities. They teach and lift the vibration of the planet. And, I guess when you have an inkling of inspiration to help somebody or something, we need to honor that, and we show our beauty and who we really are as we are generous and as we are loving. So some generational baggage, dad's side, dad's dad, and the men. 43 generations of men, and some stuck emotions in our genes from these men. The subconscious belief that life must have burdens. And in some nationalities, that is very strong indeed. Okay, so just checking in with everyone. Anything else left? Anything else that feels stuck before we close our call? And hopefully I can see the comments. They came up now, so okay. Well, thank you for those that jumped on the call. Big help. Really hope that your hearts will heal. Grateful to you for shining your light and being who you are. Grateful for your generosity of soul and spirit and all the good that you do in this world. You make a difference. You may not feel it at the present moment, but you absolutely make a difference. And don't give up. Keep going. You're doing great. And I believe your heart can heal, and the hurts that we have make us be better people and more loving and kind and tolerant. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day and that you feel a little bit of love in your heart from the call, and sending love out to you. Bye.